for accommodating my humble request. As you all saw, my expertise is more to technical stuff, and apart from that, I have been a lecturer from 2002 onwards. And being a lecturer, I hardly get the chance to have a podium and do lecturing, and especially when I do technical sessions. Because I'll be like jumping around and showing the mobile stuff. Hey, look, this is working, that is working. Hold on, there's an issue, let's fix it. So that was the reason behind I humbly requested doctor, please give me the chance to just to walk around at least on the podium. I assure that I won't get down. Right. So my topic for the day is mGovernance with GIS. Now, I'm pretty sure you may have already heard about e-governance, right? Now, that is one of the buzzwords you can say in the past era. But are we there yet? Have we at least achieved what e-governance means? And why am I talking about something new? Is there a relevance to e-governance? Is there a relevance, or is it part of e-governance? Or is it part of e-governance? We don't know. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do, to enlighten you with some information within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So my part of being the technology head at Visni, which we do like mobile applications for the global market, I have few things that I need to carry on doing every day, even though I'm at the office or even though I'm not at the office. So while I was here, I've been a very, you can say I've been a very bad participant, because from the morning, the few hours that I spent here, I have been utilizing few of the tools which I only have on this gadget. One is the email, one is the thing called TeamViewer, and I have attended a meeting to something called GoToMeeting, and I have performed the duty of checking issues in the code that my colleagues did at office. Now, the point is, what am I doing here? What am I doing with these tools? Am I governing something? Or is it just performing my daily task? So, in order to get to that, let me first quickly move you to the next slide. Right. So, what is the definition of governance? Is it only for the country? Can it be applied to a family? Can it be applied to a village? Can it be applied to an organization? As you can see here, the Professor Mark Lee was saying, it is not only for a country. It applies to everything that we do. Anything which is having a process has to be governed. And one of the best organizations who are having a great governance is none other than the military. Very disciplined, task-oriented, go-getter set of people who are groomed from day one with proper governance. So, if you had the slightest doubt that governance is only for the country, the government, I would cordially ask you to think. So now you are equipped with the information about governance. So what was I actually doing? As the director of technology, I had to make sure the processes and the things which are happening at my company are properly governed. And guess what? I deleted this. If I didn't have this today, I would be in a bit of a trouble. Because Monday is the first day of the week, and all the clients from different countries, US, UK, Brazil, and all these countries, they want to make sure that we are at least alive by Monday, because we are in the outsourcing business. So they are always scared that we might run away. Because if you really think about it, we are what, 10,000 miles apart? And apart from virtually seeing, they have no idea what we are doing, or at least what we look like. So this tiny gadget has made me to govern my set of work, and it allows me to be anywhere, anytime, and perform my tasks. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what you call mGovernance. Bringing the power of mobility, bringing the power of mobile devices into governance. So let's move on. Now, since this session is more on to the public sector administration, we have the army, we have all the military forces, we have I heard that the government agents are here, we have professors, lecturers from different universities. So the broad categorization of mGovernance is based on M administration, M communication, M services, and M democracy. Now, what is administration? A typical government officer has a list of tasks that they have to perform every day, which are based on administration work. Now, how does he get to know about this? Does he have to go to the office every day? How about a field officer? How can he get the information while he's at the field? So, to perform the administration work, it becomes very evident that you need to have communications right. You need to communicate. Even in the military, communication is like the biggest important thing. And when you are communicating, when you are administrating, how about the other end, who are the citizens of this country, who are the employees of an organization? How do they get the benefit of all these services? If I may ask you a question, if I ask you to raise people who bought the laptop here versus people who bought their mobile devices, it is a question that is going to surprise all. Because the amount of people who bought laptops or some mechanism, a computer, versus the mobile device is far less. I mean, we don't think about a day without a mobile phone. I mean, there are plenty of days that I forget to take my phone, which is on the charger. I come back and collect it and go to office. I mean, think 10 years back, where we had this famous Gadol Bal, right? Huge cell phone. I mean, it was only for the rich and affordable people. Now, mobile has become, it's not a luxury device anymore. You carry it when you go to the market, you carry it when you go to the office, when you carry it basically everywhere. So what I'm trying to explain to you in the following slides is what a mobile work, a governance done through the information, a governance done through the communication and administration, through the power of mobile, can bring to Sri Lanka, and especially to the public sector. How much do I like to talk about democracy and democracy? Unfortunately, the world is still not, or the world is not ready for it. But there are instances where voting has been tried out with mobile. But obviously, nothing came out big on the very first day. It's growing, and m-democracy is something that is yet to happen. So let's move on to the practical applicability. Now, since I observed that the majority is based on the military services, there's a few on health, there's a few on transportation, definitely tourism, who are interested in tourism, and finally the natural disaster management. So I was really happy in the previous presentation when a person from the disaster management system asked the question, how to integrate it. So it's really good that you all are aware about information, the importance of sharing. Now I'm going to put you one step beyond that. I'm going to show you how can we access them wherever you are. So moving forward, now, I don't want to bring anything that which has happened in the past. We have been dealing with this bloody war for 30 years, and 3-4 years back, Colombo was basically full of checkpoints. Now, being young and naive and stupid, I was always thinking, now if I come from the valve at the junction, there will be a checkpoint. Now let's assume they wrote down my details. Let's assume, what if the same set of information getting recorded at Pamangad junction within 1 minute? What do you think? There's something wrong here. So I was just thinking, A, did they even care about it? Did they have the technology to know about, okay, how did he go within 1 minute there? There's something fishy happened. Or, more than that, the biggest issue was, there are days that I got stopped at 3 checkpoints. So if you do the math, checking me thrice a day is decreasing the probability of catching a suspect. If I was cleared from one place, within a few minutes, checking me lowers the probability of checking someone else. It's a waste of resources. So I was just thinking, what if we have a system? We don't need like high-tech stuff. Just an Android phone. Just an iPad. As soon as you get the details, you just click the button. That's it. So the next person at the other checkpoint already knows, can be over the phone, looking at the screen. Hold on, this has been checked. Now it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be stopping that person again, but the whole point is, wouldn't it make a better life, or easier life, or more accurate decision making for the stakeholders, or the people who are taking it? So this particular slide shows one of the applications which the New South Wales Police Department is using. What they are trying to do is, they are trying to enter the traffic, when you get caught, they enter the details, that's it. So your whole history is captured just by using a small device, which is cheaper. Now, what does this give? This gives tremendous communication power, this gives tremendous decision-making power with the use of mobile. Let's move on. Now, one of the biggest problems that we are currently facing, the problem of dengue. I think 1 year, 1.5 years back, I was lucky enough to get involved with some training with the CRT. And on the very first day, what I heard was, okay, we did the ramp project. And I was like, okay, how did you capture the data? I was like, we just filled the options. I was like, okay, who entered the data? We did. And when did you enter the data? That was like after 2-3 weeks. Because the information is so much, we are still using paper-based systems. And the moment that you get the data to your hand, and the moment that you put it onto the system, it's already out there. So these are the current problems that public sector is having. So this particular application, this is from Lahore, Pakistan. They are utilizing this application to map the dengue patients in that area. So the benefit is the PHI, the MOH, the doctor who is visiting, going into the field, they are empowered with information. Before they go, they already know there's something wrong here. There's someone doing something wrong here. Someone is not cleaning the gutter, someone is not cleaning the garden, like that. So more information, which means you are at a better place to make a judgment, a better judgment. Let's go to the next slide. Now, one of the most problematic topics of the day, or this time, trains. How can we stop them getting the library? But it's a very rare incident. The average citizen, their problem is it going to come? Do I need to rush? Do I need to run to the railway station? Because normally when you run and go, the train is late. So mentally also, if you are looking at systems where you get information to your hand, where the information by the proper authorities are communicated to the citizen under communication, it makes everyone's life much easier. Now the other most important topic which I want to enlighten you with is tourism. Now we want Sri Lanka to flourish, we want tourism to go up, we want foreigners to come in. Now, no matter what we do, these people who are foreigners, who are coming, are already using technology. So they fly 10,000 miles here. With their mentalities, they expect or at least want to have something that they can relate to or that they have used. The tourism ministry of, this is from Korea, they have done a system with the use of geoinformation system to give the tourists who are coming here, who are coming to that country, better information. Information which is contextual. So if I am here, I get to know about the surroundings. What are the good places that I can visit? What are the places that I need to go to relax? What is the closest park? So likewise, mGovernance with the information system, especially the geoinformation system, can bring a lot of power to the end user, so that the accuracy and the administration efficiency can improve drastically. So, this is the slide I was talking. I mean, we all know that we were hit by a very bad tsunami. No one knew what to do. That's past. But if you really think about it, there are plenty of systems, even at that time, available. A, to communicate and tell, okay, there's a problem there. There's a tornado. So, the point here is that information is vital, their governance is vital, procedures are vital, and their governance is vital. And equipping the people, the stakeholders, extending the e-government to the mobile, to your hand, will definitely give added advantage. So with that, I believe I have at least shared my 2 cents on usability of mobile to enhance our governance with the use of PDAs. So thank you so much. I hope I added some value to your life, your think process, and I will cordially ask Dr. to take over. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.